All right, I am back on howlongtobe.com to go through the games included in the recent community event Itchmas in July, the fourth one, 4 years in a row. Again, as a recap, this is an event where users of like members of the How Long to Beat community nominate 3 indie games available via the website itch.io. People vote on what they want to play, and usually the 6 most voted games are revealed throughout the first 6 days of the month, and everybody can play them. This year there were some ties in the voting, so we got actually 10 games. I have already played the first couple of them: Sewer Tales, Fall of Lazarus, Desiato, Divorce, Chatroom. I've played those 4. There's 6 remaining now, and SPÅRVAGN will be the next one I have to do. The Fall of Lazarus was a full-fledged fucking 3.5 hour game. That's why I only got through 4 of these the last time I did it. I'm hoping and assuming I will be getting through the remaining ones. In less time. But SPÅRVAGN is gonna be the first time, and I've seen screenshots or like this promotional GIF before. Visually already super nice, and I do love trams, so let's see how far this actually goes. Creating a safer commute for the many people. Click on trams to stop and launch them. Avoid collisions, and that's probably it. It is a Ludum Dare thing, it's a game jam thing. This was probably created in a short amount of days for this themed game jam. So again, probably not gonna be like a full-fledged game. Might not even have a win state, but we'll see. Let me blow my nose real quick. Excuse me. Okay. Feel a bit stuffy today. Yeah. I guess let's get into this. Who made this? Dusty Room? They got a bunch of stuff. And it looks like they have an eye for visuals. Oh, Sound Marine. We have... Sound Marine was in an Itchmas in a previous year, I'm pretty sure. That one was a decent exploration-based platform, if I'm not mistaken. Or am I... No, actually there's something else, but this seems familiar. Anyway, SPÅRVAGN. Sounds Swedish or something. Where is it? I must have passed it already 70 times. There we go. Creating a safer community for many people. Agreed. Wow, okay. Don't let them crash. Touch them to stop or whatever. There we are. I don't know if I've ever seen tram lines cross each other like that. I guess I have to stop this one here. Like, again, the visuals are so nice. It's a very sleek, clean, minimalist design. With obviously these 2 striking cards. Oh, the light effect under the cursor is also very nice. No, truly one of those simple, sleek designs, minimalist idea, gameplay-wise as well, very much basic, but, you know, zen-like. I guess these dudes at the tram stations that are getting picked up are, you know, disappearing, so I guess there is like a goal. Yeah, okay. We do actually have levels with a goal. Yeah, this is definitely a clever little idea for a, you know, simple game. There's a tram station. Up there's a tram station. So you have to basically survive, like, 4 loops each or whatever to pick up all the people. Whoa. Can you only stop one tram? I tried to stop this one and the other one started moving again. That will complicate things. But I guess that makes sense to make it not too easy. There we go. This is a nice... Like, I think there's an obvious... I don't think I would shock anyone if I said this reminds me very much of Mini Metro, which is a fantastic game where you build, you know, public transport lines in a similarly minimal visual look. But that one is more about finding the right logistics and making it work. And this one obviously focusing only on not crashing. Very much gives me that sort of vibe though. Oh, we got a skate park up here, that's fun. But this is definitely like one of those reaction-based puzzle games or whatever you want to call it. That I could see to be like a full-fledged campaign that I would buy for $5 or whatever. Curious to see how long this free version goes. We haven't also not yet hit a level that's really that challenging, but I could very much imagine that once you get more trams and more knots, it's already a bit risky here. Wow, more knots and more trams on the screen, then it could very well be a nightmare. But let's see how far this one goes. Oh gosh. Oh, that's... Wow. That was a mean start to make it that close. Wow, they even... That sucks. I don't know if that's fast enough. Shit. I was debating whether or not I should stop that one, but I didn't... There was also this problem here, down there. Ah, nay. I'm assuming there is not... Oh. What am I doing? Maybe I should have stopped the red one, actually. That would have probably made more sense. Now that I think about it. Okay, hold on. I'm thinking that you can only stop one tram at a time, but actually might it be that you can stop one tram of each color at a time? So you can stop two, it just has to be one red, one blue. Yeah, okay, that changes a lot, actually. That changes so much, actually. It makes it much easier. This is a good game though, I like this. The red ones are gonna sneak up on each other. But that is not necessarily a problem. Oh my god. Excuse me. I don't know why my nose is so stuffy today. Maybe this is a problem that they are so close to each other. But so far it's still fine. Stop it! Jesus, why did this not want to stop? That barely worked out. That actually barely worked out. We still have a bunch of passengers to go. I guess red is completely done. Blue still has 2 passengers. Stop this one. Stop! That sucks, because I did click on this 3 times and it didn't want to stop. Otherwise this would have been fine. That actually sucked. How about we do this? For once. No, blue is very much stuck to each other. But you know what? No, that doesn't work. Oh my god, yeah, that made no sense. I guess it wouldn't have worked either way. Dude, I had it earlier. It just didn't work out because it didn't stop when I wanted it to. It sucked. Oh. Make red wait. That has to wait though. And again, red are all bunched up. Blue as well, really. How about we stop this red one to stretch that group out a bit? This is a problem. Actually, yeah, no, this is a problem. I cannot stop two of the same color at the same time. But I think actually this worked out just fine. Just barely. Look at how close those red ones are now to each other. I still need to do one loop with blue. After this. Oh boy. I cannot stop that red one. Because the one behind it is gonna straight up crash into it. Drive, please. Okay, I think this is safe. What a hellish level. Can only get worse. Oh, that was the final one, huh? Yeah, no, this is a great game. Like, good idea. Very simple and intuitive to learn, but it can absolutely get challenging as the levels become more complex. I would absolutely pay money for a longer, more fleshed out version. How do I get out of here? There's no, like, escape. No escape from the tram lines. That was actually really cool. I really enjoyed that. But, I mean, it's like the bittersweet wonder of those game jam games. Yes, it gives game developers like the freedom to experiment as they focus on a smaller project in a limited time. So we get some more, you know, games that you usually wouldn't get, but also sometimes it means cool ideas get stuck in these basic versions that are more like concept tests than anything. This was very, very cool though. I wish I would pay good money for a full version of that. Alright, but that was that. See, so much faster. Like it was 10 minutes or whatever of gameplay compared to 3.5 hours of this one. You never know what you're gonna get, but it's rare that you get an itch game that's over an hour. Next up is a game with a title that might take you an hour to read. Packing up the rest of your stuff on the last day at your old apartment. I do like, I always had a knack of titling a project. The title is so long, it doesn't even make sense on my screen down there when I add it. I always had a knack of like, titling something with a full sentence or just some mundane idea. Nothing grand. This one obviously is doing that. I'm adjusting my stream stuff real quick because the title is so massive. It needs some help. Yeah, I don't think you can actually read that, but that's how it's gonna be. Packing up the rest of your stuff on the last day at your apartment. I'm assuming maybe some light puzzle elements, but mostly a narrative about moving on. A first-person game set in an almost moved-out apartment. It's a hot August 31st in Chicago. You've got both fans going on you. The bare mattress feels so cold on your back. A train rumbles by. At least you won't have to do this again for another year. And it will all be fall soon. Oh man, I cannot wait. The playlist on your OGG player repeats. Instead of an MP3 player, we have an OGG player. That's crazy. Putroyos Sot Die Your takes up about 15-20 minutes. There we go. Made in 2017, and this doesn't seem to be for a game jam or anything. This just seems to be a genuine project they decided to put their time in. Alright, let's get onto that. I feel like, especially with like the cozy, wholesome game trend of the recent 5+ years in indie games, especially, I feel like we've had a surprising amount of games that were about packing things up or unpacking things and putting like ordinary household objects in order. Seems like a real subgenre of video games at this point. No, not 1680 by whatever that shit was. Want to pack the rest of my stuff in an apartment I'm gonna move out of in full clarity. By turn follow. Click to start. Get some chill hip hop vibes to pack up to. Is that title and tutorial gonna be there the entire time on the left? I guess so. Items to pack, 32 out of 32. That is an actual progress marker. Interesting choice to do it like this. Bike helmet. I used to be embarrassed to wear this thing, but now I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be the... yeah, like I said, probably... What happened here? I didn't mean to... Nope. I pressed the escape button because I had the feeling I was in a menu and I wanted to go back out of that view. But that was not the case. Again, like, yeah, my presumption of this being a narrative thing is true. This is gonna be a thing where you pick up 32 objects and it's gonna tell you something about the character based on that object. How do I get out of this? Oh, I actually have to place it. And then right click to back out. That is it, not escape. Salt. Morton's salt. I love that I don't need to choose between this and other salts. The choice is clear. What are you talking about? Okay. I don't think there's actually any rhyme or reason to the how you pack that. I don't think you have to watch out for anything. Oh, there's the train tracks. Man, that must suck. Living so close to train tracks. Picked up this chunker from Goodwill to make a soup for the track and field crew reunion potluck. Carrots, potatoes, leek and an onion. 1 onion. I would go for more onions in my meal. I guess this is my sugar, nobody else wanted it. What do you mean nobody else? Were you living with other people? Oh, and you... like... put stuff between you? 1 single avocado on my bed. It's not hard anymore, but it's also not soft. I don't think putting an avocado in your moving box like this with all the other shit is gonna be a good idea. Let's put that in the helmet. Magic carpet pillow. This pillow is a whole new world of comfort, but I wish it was smaller. Oh my god, I don't think we're gonna fit everything in our box here. I'm gonna be real with you. The fan's gonna stay till the very last moment, the planned as well. How about this? Comic Anthology, The American Elf by James Kochalka. Awesome. That's something I would read. Mathematics. Filled with drawings and notes between friends, the school made me buy it. It's one of those. I would probably throw it in the trash. And the day I graduated and was able to get rid of all of my school stuff, one of the most satisfying days of my life. 90s kids will recognize the winder, the film hole, and the lack of a screen. Sure. The cat mug. My cat, growing up, had a smile like this. He lost some of his face in a fight with a raccoon. Badass. Oh, we got another box. Oh, I see. That's good. Cute lamp. I bought this lamp on a very cute whim. I hope I get graded at the end and then gonna get like a message. What the fuck? You fucked up? Game over? Why are you putting a bag of sugar and an avocado underneath a bunch of hard shell trash? Basil plant. It's hard. It's had a hard life. My new place is a new sunny spot. I don't think I'm gonna get everything in here. Even that is problematic, but I don't think that plant is gonna go in any box. In either. Without sticking out. Band poster, the Din Din, 15 bucks. I don't really listen to this band, but they hire the coolest illustrators. So you're a poser is what you're saying. Comics reading poster. Went to this Wild's live comic performance. Really opened my eyes to possibilities of cross-platform media. I do like how the image, the picture on the sidebar there is changing and they are actually, it seems like real photography. Maybe candid photography taken by the developer. Well, okay, we don't need that now. We got a shoebox as well. Maybe that's where the food items should go, honestly. If there's actually some sort of intention that you are supposed to find the right way to get everything into the box, you know, that being the puzzle element, I could see that being a bit tough. Can you even turn? Oh, you can rotate the thing with WSD. Oh, here we go. Can I not get that into the corner then? Really? That just takes up so much space. Here we go. Sure. That lamp though, that is a chonker. I guess I have to, like, again, this is too tall. There's no box this would fit in without sticking out, so I guess I have to lay that down, which does not make any sense to me. No space in the box, entire box is... What? The entire box is filled up with that one plant? Why, can you really only put one object in this, into this box? What? Uh-oh. There we go. Why didn't it let me do this before? Whatever. Yes. Little pokey. The succulent. A cactus. I bought it in a Ukrainian village. It gets its name from its size. It gets... there's an unnecessary apostrophe there. Homie. Yeah, that is definitely not supposed to go there, but whatever. Music has to stay on till the last second as well. We got more mods. Oh gosh. Good thing you don't have to actually make sure stuff is safe and secured, because this shit would easily break the way this is packed in there. I didn't read the text on these things. The ampersand mark. I kinda like this mark. I'm glad I went back for that text. The palm mark. Oak County, aka home of the nicest mechanic I've ever met. There we go. Some character lore. Every CD that I've ever owned but didn't lose or give away. That wavy mirror on the picture there, I have seen that in houses more often than I would like to believe. Why do so many people have that exact wavy mirror thing? Cannot get it here. Into this corner. Foot powder. I nurture my skin. They should have put a nasty ass picture, foot picture on the side when you pick that up. The articulated lamp. Turns out it turns on in my touch. Right. I don't think I can even find a better spot. I don't know how you're supposed to put all of this shit in a box and still be able to close it. That is so stupid. That foot powder also is floating so high up in the air. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Yeah, that lamp sucks ass. Fuck. Can't even move it anymore. The fuck did I? How did I get this to lie flat? How the fuck did I get this to lie flat? Here we go. Jesus Christ. The right boot. One of two hiking boots. There's some little purple rocks stuck in the treads. And a picture of somebody holding a Nintendo DS. It'd be funny to put one boot into one box and the other boot in the other box. A little bit of manic chaos. Two of two hiking boots. The end of one side of the lace is frayed. I hope it never ever gets pulled through the hole. There we go. Actually. Yeah, I like that. That's so much stuff to get into these two, I guess 3 boxes technically. No space in the box. No space in the box. These are fucking Christmas lights. Got these on deep discount the week after Halloween. Good mood lighting for a spooky party. These, you could just cram these in any fucking corner. Come on, man. Plunger. The stick? Oh geez, a plunger stick. Did this just break? Oh my god. I guess. If it lets me do it like that. How is this taking up so much space that I can't get it anyway? And we got plates. There wasn't room in the kitchen for these. They were a gift from my parents. Those are not gonna survive the move, let me tell you that much. Oh wow. A perfect little nook to put them in. Wine police. This is what you'll get. What does that mean? And the sangriada. Split this bottle in the park on a hot day. We got sleepy and fell asleep against the tree, shoulder to shoulder. Awesome. It is not going anywhere though. I still have 7 items to pack. The dresser. I guess I just moved it to get to the shit in the bag. I've gotten really good at opening that drawer with one hand. The rain stick, wow. Arizona in 2006 or 2007, we pulled over at every little shop between Tucson and Grand Canyon, maybe 2008. 2008 was a pretty good year. Oh my god, what the fuck? How am I gonna get all of this shit in there? I actually do not see it yet. Can I get the bike helmet out of there again? Can I not move it to somewhere else? I actually don't know how you. I'm already cheating by fusing these items together, yeah. No text for the packing tape. How you cannot pack up this package? Am I actually supposed to get everything in the box, or is it like choose your most important things to take with you? Oh, there's a train. I like that they went out of their way to add the detail of the little dust particles visible in the sunlight. I'm not sure if I've seen a game do that before like this. I genuinely don't know how you're supposed to get everything in a box. I really feel like I have to start again or something, but this generally seems like the most reasonable way to pack shit. This fucking lamp is a big problem. I would like to cram it into this space here. Why can I not do it? Cannot put it onto the CD rack. I feel like that would make sense. The rain stick. How the fuck are you gonna? How the fuck? The rain stick and the lamp are both such huge, unwieldy items. I actually don't know how you're supposed to put them in there at all. How the fuck are you gonna get? It's just the lamp now. Did I get everything in except the lamp? I mean the count. Oh no. Art. Above the prison from Holly, Mom blurted out, how horrible. I have one unused spot here with the avocado. But I don't know what else to put there. There's not enough space for all the objects. What the fuck? Also just realized W for walk forward, S for step back, A for amble left, and D for dance right. That is fun. 4 out of 32 items left. We got the music player, we got the lamp, we got the packing tab, and we got the art piece. That is the 4 items that we have to still do, I think. For a second I was afraid there would be something under the bed. Oh. Ugh. Fucking hell. I genuinely am starting to think that there's no actual way to get everything in these boxes. Hello, Jan. I genuinely am starting to believe that you cannot get everything in a box. Unless there's like one extremely super specific solution to this. But I feel like I have managed to pack this shit with very little empty space. I haven't been on Anna's archive in a while, I don't know. But you could use like, what is the website called? isthispagedown.com or whatever? There's websites to check if a server is down. How the fuck do you get the lamp in there? I'm beginning to think I might have to put the pillow horizontally or something. Can I get the avocado in here? That seems to work, that's good. So... What could go in there? Not much, really. That doesn't fit in there? I thought it would take up those... that space there. Maybe the foot powder. That fits. Oh, that table takes up 1 space though. That's not really worth it. Website is up, downloads timeout. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think they have social media accounts. Maybe they have some updates on there. How is there no space for this one framed image? Why am I even taking trash like the broken plunger with me? I really think I packed this very well. I cannot see how you get everything in here. This game is about packing up the rest of your stuff on the last day of your old apartment. You got 32 objects and you're trying to get them into these 3 boxes, apparently. That seems to be all. It literally seems to be all there is. And yeah, that's not actually sangria. Apparently that's sangriada. I don't know what that is. I genuinely believe, unless there's one magic solution to get everything in there, I must believe you don't actually, you're not supposed to get everything in there. I don't see how I could improve on this. This was packed really well, in my opinion. There's still empty space, but nothing fits there. This is the worst Tetris of all time. Oh, that's huge. That's, whoops, did not mean to. That is huge though. Again, that makes it impossible to close up the box, but I don't think the game cares about that. Oh, hell yeah. Get that huge ass lamp in there. That is such an unwieldy fucking piece of shit. It makes no sense. Second, well, I mean, we have 3 cardboard boxes, and yeah, I guess a 4th cardboard box would kill me. Unfortunately. It is very stupid. But it's the cards we are dealt here. 3 objects left to go. This little fucking... Oh, that's a shoebox. Am I actually just supposed to put the shoes in there? But I did find very good spots for one shoe in there. And the other shoe is somewhere in here. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Okay, this is a better use of space actually. With a fucking plunger head and some sugar. Fucking maniacal packing. Also, I'm just realizing I'm using the wrong... What happened? I guess I misclicked earlier. Anyway. No! I closed the game! No! Oh, fuck off! I accidentally closed the fucking game. Oh my god, dude. I was almost done here. You don't know what fun is. Always complaining about what I play. No respect. I guess at least I have an excuse to have a fresh start, and maybe I can now do what I have to do. This stupid ass unwieldy thing. Maybe it is a good idea to put that in here as early as possible. Maybe I should just take all the biggest, most unwieldy objects first. Which that includes this stupid pillow. Although I do believe I'm gonna keep it like that. Where's the rain stick? Put those mugs down there real quick. The dresser knob, I forgot about that. This is unwieldy. I think that is actually good. That's oh. I didn't realize it was floating so high. I really think this thing has to go in here. One Night Hot Springs, we are gonna get to that one. That might even be the next game. We are definitely gonna get to that one. I'm playing, the thing is, I'm playing, we have a thing on the How Long to Beat forum, where we, twice a year, we all vote for a bunch of free itch games and then play them. And I'm going through those right now. Because we are doing that this month. Or Yeah, in July. We are doing this month. I'm at this one, game number 6, but One Night Hot Spring is gonna be game number 8, so that's gonna be later down the line. That's why I'm playing this nonsense. I'm gonna be honest though, that How Long to Beat also has a Discord, and I'm way more active on that. I do not actually use the forums much. Oh yeah, the fucking lamp, right, that lamp was a nightmare as well. Sure. Put the lamp on the lamp. Oh yeah, the fucking soup pot, that is a problem. Jesus Christ, man. This fucking pillow is driving me crazy. Cannot get the rain stick all the way up to the wall there. Why? Because of the CD rack? No, it's probably because of the fucking lamp, huh? I guess I could just... No. Nope, no. Get those posters off the wall, put those in here. And we still have a spot for the foot powder, I guess. And then we can put the pillow on top of that, I believe. Yeah, I think that's fine. Again, you will not get the box closed like that, but so far it doesn't seem like the game has cared about that. And I hope it stays like that. Let's fill up that space here. Alright. The shoes. I mean, the easy way would be to put them in the shoebox, I guess. It's kinda lame, but sure. If I can rotate it. Hello? It doesn't want to rotate. Right. Come on. Dude. Putting shoes in a shoebox was never this difficult. No space in box. What are you talking about, man? What are you fucking talking about? No This shoebox is actually driving me crazy. Knob. 14 items still left. Fuck me, man. Oh, we still got the goddamn helmet. That thing is ass. Takes up so much unnecessary space. Cannot rotate it the way. Oh, here we go. I would really like to get into the corner, but apparently that's not allowed. Fine, let's do it like that. That is ass, man. That is not a satisfying packing experience, let me tell you that much. Can I get these books onto the CD rack? At least one. sure. That is actually ass, man. Fucking hell. But the comic book is Tom Touche. It was called American Elf. Whatever that is supposed to be. That is good. This box is cursed, man. 9 items still. The fucking avocado, dude. Do you have like any like small nook that this can be squashed into? Oh, that's perfect. Okay. 7 more items, Jesus Christ. American Elf must be the football team. Talk about fantasy football. So this box is actually kind of satisfying, that's fine. It's not like amazing. Strange when you look at it for too long. But this box is an absolute nightmare and I hate it. 4 items left. One is the MP3 player, the OGG player. Do we still have the plunger here? Yeah. Oh my god, the fucking plunger. I forgot. At least it lets you put that upwards for some reason. Two items, one of those is the OGG player and I guess the other might just be the packing tab itself. So maybe we are good to go. For a second I was afraid it would want me to put the amp in a box. That would have been crazy. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. The last item. Oh my god. Surely I can move something around. Thank the Lord. Yeah, thank fuck it does not give a... Okay. Thank Lord doesn't give a shit about it actually fitting. There we are. What now? Do I leave? Oh. Goodbye, packing tape. Oh my god, we actually see more of the... That's cool. I've spent so much time in that one room. Oh, we got a better view of the train. I always feel like shit like this is like, yeah, we got a cool view. That's kind of nice to have in your home, but also the noise is gonna be not worth it. It's always such a two-sided sword. They have a fucking... I guess it's like the... Oh, that's probably the actual entrance to the apartment, isn't it? This is a nice apartment. Aside from the train in front of your window. Yeah, aside from the train in front of your window, this is actually a really nice apartment. I like it. Much bigger than mine, that's for sure. Alright, I guess it's time to go. Unless... No interactable toilet, very sad. Alright, let's move out. Let's leave. What about my fan? Is this the exits of the apartment and then this is just like the fire escape? Is that what that is? I'm too curious about this fake apartment. we go. Oh, we got the credits on here. That's actually very nice. That's a clever way to do that. I mean, this wasn't a bad game. It wasn't like anything amazing or like special, but it was fine. It's just a little free itch game anyway. I've played much worse. Until next time, is there a sequel? Where you unpack the stuff in a new apartment or something? It exists indeed. It is not something I would have played on my own if it wasn't for this forum event, community event. It's probably also just like somebody, I'm assuming, or I wouldn't be surprised if this was just somebody gamifying their own experience, which I respect a lot. Oh, they have paid games as well. Oh, it's the person that made A Good Gardener. I did not like A Good Gardener. Good Gardener was a good concept, completely wasted in my eyes. I actually liked the packing up game more in that sense. At least it did what it wanted to do, and not much more. Before the Green Moon, $12. They made a real video game, huh? Was born on an island that isn't around anymore. But it also has gardening stuff. I don't think I'm gonna be playing this shit. Well, but good for them for being still active, still doing the stuff. I was packing up the rest of your stuff on the last day of your old apartment. Next up, Formless Star. This one I had nominated for this event. This was my poll. And I have a feeling this might be a little bit longer, to be honest. Let me change the game name on my thing. Before I actually start this, I think I have played something else from this developer before. And I want to make sure about that. Because this bright art and the colorfulness of it all seems very familiar to me. Splendid Land. The robots from Robot Wars, but they are lesbians, is another game they made. Franken. Yeah, I have played Franken. I remember that. I guess Formless Star is the new one. Playtime 1 to 2 hours. This might be all I'm doing today. How's THPS 3+4 going? Yeah, it's good. I'm almost done with the THPS 3 levels. Can I get... Here we go, proper full screen. Not really 100%, no. I'm doing all the goals, but I'm not getting all the collectibles. Also, you said the last time all clothing are unlocked from the beginning. That is not true. You can unlock a ton more clothing by doing things. Hello, do you read me? This is Chief Researcher Windmill speaking. Thank you for taking our request. I'm sending you the coordinates now. Prepare for spaceflight. Where was I? Your mission is to collect data on a planet called the Formless Star. How did it get such a name? It's called Formless because the landscape constantly changes. As a result, we at the Space Archives are sick of keeping track of it. To be frank, I'd really love nothing more than to file it away and forget about it forever. However, that isn't allowed. Everyone agrees, though, that having to update it constantly is annoying. So we're going to simplify our records and just kind of get the gist of it. Do a vibe check. That's good sprite art. Your task is as follows. Check out the animals that live there and gather data on them. There's around 60 kinds. Just find as many as you can. Around half should be good enough for the archives. Yeah, I'm not doing a 100% run. It's not even the secret store. That's just legitimately you unlock stuff by doing challenges and whatever. I'm not even talking about the secret store. There's a whole menu where you, I don't know, you do enough kickflips or whatever and you get new clothing and that sort of things. If you succeed, hopefully my inbox will finally stop being inundated by complaints from the cartography department. Anyway, that's all. Good luck to you. Sounds like a creature collector of a sort. Going around scanning out on Pokemon with my Pokédex. We've entered the atmosphere. I wonder what we find. If you'd stop gawking at the window and start preparing the landing sequence, we could find out. I'm just excited, so. Oh, I hate space travel. I really need to get out and stretch my legs. I feel exactly the same way. I can't wait to get out and explore. I've been so caught up in my anticipation that I forgot to talk to you for the past few hours. Oh gosh. How's it going? How are you feeling about our mission? No idea what we're doing. Bit nervous. We should just do our job. The sooner we finish, the sooner we can go home to our comfy beds. I agree with you too. Anyway, Vane, how are things looking outside? Weather conditions, good. Atmosphere, breathable condition, green. We are all good to land. We've landed on the Formless Star. And quite smoothly thanks to me. Let's go. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it indeed. I want to see those freaky creatures. Although these are already some freaky creatures here. Creating walls. Is this like randomly generated or whatever? I guess it would make sense given the lore. Welcome to Formless Star. Each time you step out from your spaceship, the landscape will change and make a new world to explore. Huh. There are many animals to discover, but not all of them will appear at once. Try creating a new world. Using either enter space or control, you can smash objects if they're in your way, just like in real life. Or place bridges to cross over water. You can make as many as you'd like. You can use your main menu with escape or alt to check what animals you have found. Or teleport back to the ship. Thank God for that fast travel. Every time you find an animal, your progress will be saved. Don't worry if you need to take a break. Okay, so I don't have to beat this whole thing in one go. Which is good then. Just destroyed a pretty flower for my exploration. Okay, I was about to ask where are the creatures, but I guess we found one. New animal. The Sud Sprite. This really feels like it's gonna be Pokemon without the battling. Just finding creatures in a randomly generated world. Constantly dazzled by the iridescent colors running down its soap bubble. It floats around carefree in a sensory world of its own. 61. I thought it said we have 60 creatures on here. Oh, what is this thing? Planetum. Though it is only a larval form, it spends most of its life like this. The sight of its adult stage is said to be a symbol of new life. We got a bunch of critters here. Porifire. Porifere. A common sponge-like animal frequently seen gathered on the sand. A distinctly unopinionated being that simply absorbs the ideas of others. Awesome. The centrists of the animal world. The reactionary centrists. Solar Dreambird. Said to be the result of a distant god mastering the creation of life. When it's nearby, you may be struck by vivid daydreams. And the moon equivalent. Lunar Dreambird. Said to be a gift to the Formless Star from a distant lonely god. Falling asleep with it nearby is said to grant beautiful dreams. Do those tentacly creatures... Huh. This really is like Pokemon. Or Digimon. Or Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that you? Why aren't you using the computer to contact me? I prefer voice only to all this video stuff everyone wants to use. I have 100% agree. We found a pair of animals that can combine into one. That's interesting. So you want to know how many animals that counts as? On one hand, if we thought of the resulting fusion as its own true form, we'd consider it as a single species and subtract 1 from your total count. Subtract 1? As its true form, okay. But on the other hand, we could think of each form as its own unique entity, totaling 3 and giving you an additional count. I'm going to go down the middle and say that overall the Dreambird collection counts as just 2 creatures. Okay, that's not how I would take it. This one will be designated as animal 33.5. However, I have no time for decimals. My pessimistic nature means that I usually round down. Jesus Christ. Did Duel Masters have fusions? I don't know about that. Shin Megami Tensei, yeah, definitely. That is to say, in the end, the fusion, beautiful as it may be, doesn't count as a real animal. It's not a real animal, it's a fake animal. Thank you for your calling to clarify. That's strange. Eclipse Dreambird. When 2 Dreambirds fuse, a miracle happens somewhere in the galaxy. When it's nearby, you may be struck by overwhelming visions of cosmos. Goodbye, Dreambird. Oh. Now anyway, those weird tentacle creatures here, do they have the word girl written on them? It's a girl! That is how they look. What the fuck? Is that a siren head dog? A siren head giraffe? Light Horse stands at the coastline to act as a beacon. However, it has difficulty discerning a puddle from an ocean. It's said to be proud of its red stripes. Again, the sprite art is amazing with this developer. I'm assuming the game is gonna be nothing but a chill exploration thing. There's probably not gonna be anything more in gameplay. Intaker. It feeds on toxins and emits a pleasant grape aroma. Personality-wise, it's not a lot to write home about. Whoa. Although this seems like the kind of game where I could see it having like some bigger secrets hidden to find if you really wanted to dig down. Don't think I'm gonna be doing that though. Am I just gonna walk into the ocean here? That seems like the end of the map. Yeah, that's the end of the map. Okay. I do have to play Duel Masters someday. That seems like such a weird thing. Such a short-lived obscure thing. There's a PlayStation 2 Duel Masters game that I want to play someday. To see what the fuck that shit was about back in the day. I'm assuming these sponge creatures don't count as original beings, no. One sponge creature is the same as every other. The character reminds you of South Park? I guess, with the big circular head, I guess. Strawberry. Now that is a good creature right there. Hello. What that mouth do? The tongue gator. Though the only sense it possesses is taste, it's so advanced that it has developed taste-based sight and hearing. That is awesome. The walking animation. Sure. We got a bug. A striped straw bug. Slurpiptera. Using its long proboscis, it drinks its body weight in fruit juice every day. It loves to have a little sip of everything. That's 10. Done. Oh god. Thank you very much. That was actually very helpful. Because this thing is freaky. Can you stand still? Jesus. Rapilopter. Every 10 years, all Papilopters will gather and fly off the skies. When they return, their population will have doubled. They go have their freaky sex party somewhere. So it said about half is fine. So I'm probably just gonna do 30 creatures and call it. I don't think I'm gonna do a... This is a creature? Taunite. Though there may seem to be 4 distinct varieties of Taunite, these are actually all appendages of a singular unseen creature sticking up from under the ground. Huh. You're a town too. We're the town. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna collect 30 creatures and get the credits or whatever. See what happens. If I would want to get all 60 for the true ending or like dig deeper to find any secrets, I would do that another time. I'm not feeling that today. Also Hot Spring, One Night Hot Spring is after this anyway, so... I am looking forward to that a lot. I do love the creature designs though, that's very strong. They should do a proper like Pokemon like, with like an actual battle and catching system, that would be awesome. So BB. Celebration, let's party and play. This jubilant being is made up of 3 minds. When all 3 are very excited, it explodes spectacularly. RIP. Oh, that looks like my kind of dude. Oh, that's one of my friends. If it isn't an emo, I hope you're having a better time on this planet than I am. The ground has a sort of mushy texture I find deeply unpleasant to walk on. My feet are already aching. Furthermore, the animals we're tasked with cataloging irritate and disturb me. I hope this won't take long. I know it might seem like I complain a lot, but it is only because we keep getting assigned crappy missions. Do you think if our kind needed more than just mere wind to subsist, they'd be a little more considerate as to where we are sent? Well, anyway, let's try and make the most of it. See you around. Indeed. Ramp up. Ramp type creature. It doesn't do much for its whole life, but its very existence helps other animals get up to high places. What a concept. What a concept. Yeah, that shit looks like a Kingdom Hearts enemy or a Gen 7 Pokemon. Orrery. Though it claims the reason for its ring-shaped body is to represent the flow of time and the cycles of the universe, the real reason is simply that it's a favorite shape. That's reasonable. It sent me basically back. I was hoping I would end up in a new location, but I've been here before. Oh, there we go. There's a new creature. That could be a Pokemon. Sprout bug. Though it possesses strong digging claws, it gets all of the nutrients it needs via photosynthesis. It simply digs up and destroys roots and tubers for fun. Tubers? Bye, homie. Okay. Yo, what the fuck is that stick bug ass in the middle of the woods here? Good day, sir. Tree. Because this animal resembles a tree with 100% accuracy and is very rarely noticed, holding a conversation makes it same. I feel very much the same. Good creature. We got some more freakazoids up there. A space alien and a washing machine. Oh, that's not a creature, okay. I was hoping the laundry machine would be a creature as well. Alien. But if it lives on this planet, it wouldn't be an alien. A mysterious creature that comes from outer space. I guess it's not native to this planet. It arrived on the Formless Star to invade, however it is very shy. Goodbye. Right. Not too far away from those furry creatures now. And we got a bunch more here. In Lego block land. Graphite. It skitters around making doodles on the ground wherever it goes. It wants to let everyone know one thing. I was here. Dope. 11 more creatures. What is this? Tracy? Its body does not respond to injuries. If you try to touch its strings, it becomes unrelentingly violent until it decides you've learned your lesson. Cute. Okay. Oh. It's a marionette. Good show, old chap. Good show. Jolly good show. I think I saw some race cars up there. What the fuck is that thing? Hello. That is a Digimon. Heavy Mech. Industrial machine type animal that weighs well over 100 tons. Contains a weapon called the Millennium's End Beam, just in case. That is a Digimon for real. Oh boy. This really is just a showcase of artistry. This whole game, just showcasing the visual art of the developer. Ponska. The fastest animal on Formless Star. It zooms around from place to place with no real trajectory or purpose. It has nothing to prove. And it can fly as well, apparently. 8 more creatures. What's going on over here? Is that something? Becky? Animal made of bits of scrap and junk. Seawater gradually causes its body to rust away to nothing, and its disembodied mind wanders the ocean. Awesome. Have a nice day, piece of junk. Guess we're in industrial electricity zone right now. That is also a Digimon for real. That is a Digimon design. Socketon. A little dragon made of iron. It stomps around boisterously and shoots out electric beams for fun. 6 more creatures. Ouch. I think the other game that I played from the developer, Franken, was also a very open-ended RPG. I don't quite remember what the goal was in that other game, but I think that had more of a story going on. A capsule worker, a hollow being that transports items from point A to point over there. It becomes very attached to any item stored in it and may refuse to let go. Oh, and the baby version is its own thing. Capsule Walker Jr. Despite the name, these creatures have no relation to Capsule Walker, and in fact are following it around seeking to steal his precious items. That is actually good lore. I enjoy that. Oh no! Murder right in front of my eyes. Adorable. Alright, I actually want to go back down to the Lego toy vault. There might be more creatures there to see. A lot of those pencils. Not much going on here. Maybe it's about time I reset the world and get a new going on. Carrot. Oh, here we go. There's one new creature down there. In the ice world, I guess. Pen Pippi. A jolly and friendly creature that holds a little star atop the stalk. If the star is removed, its personality becomes rather brusque. 3 more creatures. For the basic completion, I guess. Oh, yeah, that looks like a dope creature. A spooky little iceberg thing with eyes, and down there's even another one. Very ominous. Glacier. Glacier? Glacier. As it only moves 1 meter per year, it is forced to stare at whatever it's going for a very long time. It feels a desperate silent anger. That is a type of... if there was a Pokemon, I would get that in my team. What a strange little freak. What the hell? How mean. Now we have these freakazoids over here. Wiggling around. Arrowton. Their bodies extend below the ocean surface for hundreds of meters. If you try and dive to see the bottom, they will try to untangle you. Ooh, scary. One... Oh. One more critter left to find. For the minimum goal. Yes, the end of the world. I might have to go back and regenerate the world. Oh, there we go. Number 30. Snowmite. Its true body is little more than sticks and a carrot-shaped proboscis. Snowmites who have accumulated a lot of snow are seen as desirable. By who? The hell is going on now? Oh, there are more creatures here. All in all, obstruction elemental that loves to impede progress. However, it can only move along the x-axis. Getting in the way is my way. All in all. What the fuck? Okay. Frost Dancer. Some have theorized that Frost Dancer dances to regulate its heartbeat or that it's a simple response to wind. Frost Dancer dances because it's fun. Legend! Look at those moves, dog. That fucking rules. It's good stuff. That's video games at its peak right there. That was legendary, man. Awesome. Cones. A serpentine creature. It pokes up from underground near pine trees for camouflage. A sweet-natured being. Awesome. Okay. So we did get more than 30 now. Oh, there's another... But now I'm finding all these creatures all of a sudden. That up there in the top left corner is legitimately a Digimon. Fusion Dragon. Each of these creatures' two heads has its own circulatory system based around hot and cold water respectively. Ew. Not sure about that. This guy over here though. Gorylwas. Hangs out by the coast. Its constantly damp body festers with the smell of decomposing flesh. Has an overwhelming friendly demeanor. This is legitimately like one of my favorite Digimon. But I forgot the name. Shit. There's a Digimon that's literally just rotten flesh. And this one looks very, very similar to that. There's another one. There's a funky little dude. Flo the Baller. Seems very uncomfortable in its hot environment, though it could simply walk elsewhere. It constantly forgets to do this. Jesus. Oh my god, that's how I feel right now. Have I seen this guy before? Nope. Pickler. Sneaky creature that steals various berries and vegetables and stores them inside of its large hollow body. Becomes volatile as it ferments. It actually formed a piece of water. Isn't that one of my team members here? Turbine. What a magnificent planet we found ourselves on, don't you agree? There's a creature around here called Yasabi. And oh boy, let me tell you, it's the best one. Maybe the best possible thing that could ever exist. You agree with me, right? I don't think I've seen... Okay, I guess this is Yasabi. A shapeshifter who loves pranks. Having no political thoughts of their own, they're considering getting into mercenary work. Seems like a Meta Knight reference. Yeah, already more than half, you're right. I just ended up seeing so many creatures that I kept going. So how do I teleport photo? Map. Oh, we get an actual map here. Looks like I did pretty good exploring. Teleport back to the base. And let's see what they are saying. Greetings, I am Space Archives Autonomous Unit 079. Please just call me Fandroid. I keep the ship nice and tidy while you're having fun on your adventures. I can't do much else. You see, the unpredictable nature of this planet means my memory banks could get overloaded, or I could get lost, or both. None of that worries me at all, but I am worth quite a bit of money, so I have to sit this one out. Dope. Hello, hope your mission is going well. I've enabled the launch feature on your ship. You can access it via this computer. When you've seen enough, you can select it to see the ending. Dope. You know the end of your mission. What I mean to say is I will let you and your crewmates come home. Sorry for my awkward wording. Excuse me. I hope to see you back here at the Space Archives HQ soon. Goodbye. Well, let's see that ending. Launch ship, I guess. Would you like to launch the ship? This will let you see the ending. Your data will not be affected and you can come back and find anything you missed later. Yeah, that sounds excellent. Also, very cute way to do this menu. Oh, good day and goodbye, no one. You haven't played this one yet? Yeah. I'm pretty much done. So good thing you're leaving now, because we're looking at the ending now. We finished already. I was having fun. Still, I can't wait to get home and tell Pinwheel about all the things we saw. Did you have fun today? Yeah, it was pretty decent. It was boring. What? Okay, I'm actually curious what the response is to this. That's a shame. When we get home, you should do something fun. Okay. If you wanted to, you can come over to our house and play video games. My favorite is Cube Dreams 3. You know, while I was here, I found a lovely cozy little island. It was just perfect. But I know that if I come back, it wouldn't be here anymore. That's just how this planet is. It's okay though, I can't spend all my time thinking about the past. Turbine should be back soon, and I don't expect she will want to hang around longer than necessary, so I'll get us ready to launch. Alert. Enemy creature approaching. Is it the Go eat a stapler. It's nice to see you back safe and sound. She doth appear. Are you doing okay? I'm okay, what do you ask? You always just seem kind of miserable when we go on a mission. Sorry, was that okay of me to say? I usually cheer up a bit when we finish though, so I'm well, thank you. Seem rather worried. How did you find your adventure? I have blisters and I got lost wandering around looking at a bunch of crap I didn't much care for. Good to see you're still feeling like yourself. Now you probably think of me as someone who complains a lot. This is because that is true. But I'm glad that this mission went relatively smoothly, so I'm thankful for your efforts. I like to get home. Conditions look perfect for takeoff. Incoming transmission. Windmill wants to utter something tedious, I expect. Can we just ignore it? We shouldn't be rude. Hello, it's just me. Thank you all for completing your mission. I'm very grateful. This will be one less thing for me to worry about. As you know, it's always been my biggest passion to try and catalog everything in space as best as possible. It takes an obscene amount of resources, so I've run into quite a few financial problems. I'm really very glad for all your help. You'll all get promotions once I can secure the funds. I look forward to reviewing the data. Hope the next planet we discover will be a nice, unchanging, static planet. See you soon. I guess that's it. I wanted to thank you for helping me today. I couldn't have done it without you. I have to leave now, so let's see each other another time. Bye bye. Yeah, just a very chill adventure. Just a very, very chill game. That's very much putting the presentation, the visual presentation front and center. Not much else. Well, again, I could very much see this have some bigger secret hidden that you could find if you explore enough. I could very much see that being a thing with this. But I'm not aiming to spend too much time with this. What is this character? What the hell was that? The art style is generally awesome. I love this person's art. I really hope at some point they will make, you know, a full fleshed out game with proper mechanics and goals. Alright, while these credits are rolling, I'm gonna go and get another cup of coffee, and then it's time for One Night Hot Springs. I missed the special thanks text. Thanks for playing, that's the most important one. I'm back with my fresh cup of coffee. You did it. The end. I did indeed. None of the buttons closed the game. So Alt F4 it is. Alright. It is time for the great One Night Hot Springs. I have heard plenty of good things about this. This is one of the games, even if it wasn't part of this Itchmas forum event, I would have played this. This was on my backlog already. So let me real quick change the game name on my screen thing here. One Night Hot Springs. Baboosh. And let me give the page a quick look. Content warning. This game discusses issues that a transgender woman in Japan might face, which is a topic that can be sensitive and personal. Yep. I know. This was also a game jam creation made for something. The full trilogy can be found in Year of Spring. So there's like, oh, so this One Night Hot Springs is basically just one chapter in a full game. Huh. That's good to know. I might actually look into that afterwards. It said also on Steam. Here we go. There's the link that I was looking for. Let's add that to the wish list. By NPCKC. I guess they made a bunch of stuff. Oh, One Night Hot Springs is on here as well. That's dope. Okay. All right. One Night Hot Springs. About 30 minutes with 7 endings. Wow. Okay. I'm probably not gonna. I'm gonna do one ending, and then that's it. I'm not gonna like dig for multiple ones. That's not how I play these games. One at Hot Springs. A young transgender woman goes to the hot springs. Let's fucking go. English, please. Is OBS able to record this? It's having trouble. I don't think it likes this, whatever this is, this engine. Guess we'll just have to do it like this, whatever. Would you like to use hints? No. News. Oh, they even have, wow, they have games on Switch and on the Game Boy. I love that. Hell yeah, bro. What's this? What? If I click full screen here, is OBS gonna be able to do it? I don't think so. It does. OBS does not like this game in full screen for some reason. Text speed can be much higher. Thank you very much. And let's go. I'm not usually one that cares for visual novels, but obviously the setting is interesting, and I have heard great things about this from friends. Who on earth could be calling me? It's been so long since I've talked to you. Sorry for calling so suddenly. You're not busy, are you? Not busy at all. How have you been, Manami? I've been wonderful, thanks, and that's why I wanted to call you. My birthday is coming up, and since it's my 20th, my parents said they would let me go on a trip with my friends. My plan is to go on a trip to the hot springs with my 2 best friends, and of course that includes you. My parents will pay for everything, so don't worry about the cost. Hot springs, but you know that I know, which is why I'm calling to talk to you first before deciding anything. You're my oldest and closest friend. It would mean so much to me if you were with me to celebrate my 20th. But I also want you to enjoy yourself to the fullest. So let me know what I can do to make you as comfortable as possible. It's been years since I've been to a public bath, let alone a hot spring. I know, which is why it's a good chance you'll be with me, so if anything or anyone bothers you, you can tell me. I'm not really worried about me being uncomfortable, it's more everyone else. It will be fine, nobody will pay any attention. They will. I'm kinda bothered by the tiny, unshapely black blip in the A letter in this font, which is such a stupid little nitpick, but it really caught my eye. Haru, nobody cares as much as you think they do, I promise. Please come. Yes, if they have reserved baths, I'll go. It's going to be the best birthday ever. I'll call you again when everything's been sorted out. She always hangs up so fast. I can't believe I agreed to go to the hot springs. What should I do? How do women behave when they go to hot springs together? Let's see what the search terms hot springs with female friends get me. An article titled "When going to the hot springs with your girlfriends." You don't have to care that much about makeup. so I should worry about it a little. Don't worry about bust size. Well, I guess I don't really have a bust to worry about. But don't forget to shave. Wait, shave which parts? How much? I just don't know. I'll just have to figure it out as I go. I'll just wait until Manami calls with more details. This is enough internet for me today. Guess I'll turn in for today. I'm really here. What on earth am I doing? I'm not really prepared for this, but I'm here now. I just have to power through this. You can do it, Haru. Over here. Where? I'm Manami. I love your hair. I decided to grow it out. A good decision. It looks amazing. Erika, don't forget about me. Sorry, Erika. This is Haru, my childhood friend. And Haru, this is Erika, my friend from high school. The last name's Nagata, in case you were wondering. I'm Haru Sutsuki. It's nice to meet you. You can speak more casually, you know. We're the same age. We're the same age? Close enough. Erika's 20. I heard from Manami that you two went to the same preschool. You really need to loosen up. A dip in the hot spring will probably do you some good. I'm gonna check us in or what? Let's go. I have a reservation under Tachibana. We have your reservation. Would you please fill out this registration card? Could you fill out your information? Sure. Time to fill out this form. The name. Probably need to write the legal name. And the legal gender. That sucks. I think I wouldn't do that. I should fill out the rest of the form. It would actually be interesting if this was a choice. But I guess the focus was more on presenting the actual experience someone might have. Address and occupation, everything else. I'm finished. Here's the registration card. Haruto Sutsuki. Mr. Haruto Sutsuki. Is there a problem? Yeah, that's... I think I would straight up lie. Or not even lie, but I wouldn't put my legal stuff. I would put my personal stuff on that piece of paper. Shit. I don't know. I see, your room is the Ginkgo room on the 2nd floor. Please enjoy your stay. Let's go to our room. I'm gonna buy a drink first. My throat is like a desert. See you back at the room. Are you okay? You don't have to worry about me. Let's go to the room. It's a proper tatami room. Tatami is so much trouble to clean, but I love how it looks. I love tatami too. It has such a nice smell. I just want to lie down and sleep on it. Go ahead, me and Suzuki here will just head to the hot springs while you're snoozing away. No, don't go without me. I want to go to the hot springs too. Just kidding. Though I do plan on heading to the hot springs ASAP. Too much studying hunched over at my desk lately. I need to give my stiff shoulders a break. Hot springs. We should get changed first, I guess. The yukata should be around here somewhere. Not here. Or here. Or... found them. One for each of us. Oh, they're cute. I wonder if they are for sale. Let's get changed. I'll change in the bathroom. What's up with... oh... Thank goodness the yukata are unisex. I just hope that it's big enough for me. Looks like it should fit me fine. Yukata are straight lines, so not having a waist or much of a chest is better. It's perfect for me. I hope I can tie it well. That's not a good bow. Let me try that again. Maybe this is a little better. I'm okay with this. That's the motto in life that I follow. Sorry for the wait. Looking pretty good. Thanks. If I didn't know better, I would have thought Erica. Told you not to say. It's okay. It's better than the other possible reaction. Let's get going. I need to check the times for the reserved baths. I got the coffee burps today, man. It's pretty bad. What? You're not heading into the woman's bath with us? That would be a bit too, you know. I don't think it would be that big of a deal. Well, you announced yourself as a guy by giving you legal information at the desk. That might be tricky now. It's fine, I want to check out the reserved baths anyway. Come on, let's go. Harry, Erica and I are going to head in them. You don't have to worry about me, I'll see you again at dinner time. That's what she said. Manami, let's go already. Don't grab my arm. See you later, Suzuki. Making Manari worry. I've got to stop that. First I should find out how to reserve the bath. Excuse me, how may I help you? How do I book the reserved bath? If you mean the family baths, please head to your left and write your name and room on the reservation list. Thank you very much. The family baths are to your right. Thank you. I came here, but is it really okay for someone like me to head into a family bath? Can you even use family baths on your own? I'd just be taking away a time slot from an actual family. What should I do? What is the alternative if you're not taking this bath? I would like to see her join the others. Or try to at least, but I don't know if this choice would lead to that. Tricky. It's just one time slot. Let's take this reserved bath. Even though this, you know, is further keeping us away from the friend. I guess it should be okay if I don't take too long. It would be a shame if I came to a hot spring but didn't actually go in. Yeah, exactly. And it's been so long since I've been at a proper one. I'm going to reserve a time slot. Let's see. They're all booked. Are you serious? And here I was trying so hard to encourage myself. Excuse me. Sorry, I was just leaving. Would you like to book the family baths? I was going to, but they are all booked. Oh no, I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. May I suggest you enjoy our splendid woman's bath instead? We have vase-shaped bathtubs which you can enjoy privately. Oh, there we go. If you would like, I can show you to the baths. No? Is something the matter? No, I just... No, don't give an explanation. You don't have to explain yourself at all. Let's do this. I know where the baths are, so I'll be fine. No, maybe that's what wasn't the result I wanted. Hope you enjoy your stay. Guess I head back to my room. Well, that is not the result that I wanted at all. I have a couple of hours before dinner time. Manami and Nagato probably won't be back for a while. I should pass the time. Guess take a shower. Still need to wash, even if I don't head into the hot springs. Luckily the room comes with a shower. I know some places only have showers by the hot springs. Let's see what kind of products they have. They have shampoo, conditioner and soap. Happy they have separate shampoo and conditioner. The combined ones aren't great. Shampoo smells nice. Same for the conditioner. Charcoal body soap, I guess it's pretty popular lately. And now to wash it all off. It was a nice, refreshing shower. Let's head back to the room. Time passed pretty quickly. Manami and Nagato should be back soon. We're back. Did you enjoy the reserved baths? I didn't go in. Yeah, let's just be real here. Why not? They were all booked. Oh no, I go check if there's any way they could open it up, just for a little. It would be such a waste if you couldn't go in at all. It's fine. I took a shower and got all refreshed. It was really relaxing. Are you sure? Yep. Did you two enjoy the hot springs? Yep, it was really nice. I've never been to such a proper expensive place before. You should have come with us. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I think you got something in your hair. Let me get that. I don't even know where it is. You can't tell me, but it would be easier if I took it. Yeah, I got it. Is that how it is? Is what how it is? Nothing, nothing. When is dinner getting here? Good evening. Please allow me to set the table for you. What would you like to drink? What do you two want? How about beer for everyone? I'm underage, so I just have oolong tea. Right. 2 beers and 1 oolong tea. Please enjoy your meal. Are you okay with beer? I've never actually drunk before. It will be fine, it's your 20th, so you should try a bit at least. Okay. If you don't like it, I'll drink it for you. More importantly, this dinner. This looks amazing. Let's eat. I requested a tofu nabe so that we can all share. Don't worry, Erika, it's all vegetarian. Hell yeah. You're vegetarian, Nagata? Yup, so it's really tough eating out. Can't even get a salad without worrying about it having animal products inside. Ain't that the truth? Isn't it just vegetables? You'd be surprised, there's stuff like bacon and gelatin. Yup. Manami bought me a potato salad with gelatin and bacon before. But I know better now. Anyway, the drinks are here, so we should toast. You're the birthday girl, so go ahead. Thank you for celebrating my birthday with me. It means a lot to me to have my 2 best friends here. A toast to my friends. Cheers. Now we've got that over with, let's eat. This tempura maitake is so crispy. This tofu is so soft. It tastes even better with a bit of the pink salt. It was delicious. So full. Of course you are. How many bowls of rice was that? I don't know. I'm at my limit too. You two are idiots. Haru isn't an idiot. Neither is Manami. Such idiots. My body feels really heavy. Ah, she fell asleep. Suzuki, can you help me carry her to the futon? She's surprisingly heavy. Because she does sports, it's the muscle. I didn't know that. She's always so full of energy. She went out like a light today though. I think it was the beer. Trust Manami to be such a lightweight. It's a good opportunity for me though. Good opportunity. I wanted to talk with you. But Manami was being all sensitive about it. So I figured I'd ask when Manami wasn't around. I'm not great with this sort of thing, to be honest, but I really just want to understand a bit better. Okay, here we go. We get into the thick of things. And you can tell me to stop at any time if you don't want to talk, so mind if we chat? Nagata's Manami's friend, so I'm sure she really does just have good intentions. But I haven't really properly talked about this to anyone before. What should I tell her? What do you want to talk about? Let's have this conversation. I'm just a bit curious since you're the first transgender person I've ever met. That might not be true. You might have met other transgender people before, but you just didn't notice. To be honest, if Manami hadn't told me, I wouldn't have known you were transgender. Can I just call you Haru? You can call me Erika. I don't mind. Is that like your transgender name? It's a nickname from when I was a kid. A nickname from when we were still a guy? Or should I respond? I wasn't a guy before. It's from my legal name. Both are true. It comes from the name of my family register. What was your name again? I heard it at check-in. Haruto? You probably shouldn't ask that sort of thing to transgender people. Why? Asking for a name someone isn't using now is kind of like denying who they are now. Sorry about that, I didn't mean it that way. So could you forget it? It's okay, I actually like the name Haru, it's unisex. I'd like to change my legal name to Haru if I can. I guess since you haven't changed your name, you can't use Haru on official documents. Yup. I guess your legal gender is still... Yup. Must be hard. Can't you change it? It's a bit tough. I will need to get gender affirmation surgery and be sterilized. That is a requirement over there for... Huh. I mean, I guess gender affirmation surgery is cool if you want to change your body anyway, but you need to be sterilized? Yeah, though in some other countries you can change your gender without doing either. Yeah, I didn't know. There are a lot of requirements. You also have to be above 20, not married. That is bullshit. Not married. Have no kids who are minors. My fucking god, dude. Why do you have to be unmarried and not have kids? For the marriage bit, because if you changed a gender, it would become a same-sex marriage. That's... Oh my god, dude. Alright. And that is illegal in Japan. Good old conservative Japan. And for the children bit, apparently it would be confusing for them or something. What the hell? I know I didn't make the law. It might get better though, some wards allow same-sex partnerships now after all. I didn't realize it was so bad. Sorry for asking you so many questions. I hope I didn't make you uncomfortable. Yeah, thank her for listening. I'm actually happy. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing with me. I think that after I made you spill out all of that, I definitely owe you one. I talked to one of the attendants earlier. Apparently, while their official stance is that you should enter the baths for your legal gender, this is a question they actually asked quite often. Oh, really? Okay. And they decided that it was unofficially okay as long as you didn't bother other guests. There aren't too many guests today since it's a weekday, and she said that the bath would probably be empty around midnight. So, nobody would have a problem if you went into the women's baths because nobody would be there. Can't just go in. Come down, we'll be fine. But what if somebody sees somebody's there? The baths are big. We'll just keep away from them. But what if they look? They won't look. And even if they do, who cares? If anybody says anything, I beat them up. Let's fucking go, homie. Please don't beat them up. It will be fine. But you were drinking earlier. That was hours ago. It's out of my system now. Come on, Haru. Don't you want to enter the women's baths? You're a woman too. You have the right. Yes, let's fucking go, homie. Let's do this. I'll go, but if anything happens, it will be fine. Let's grab our towels and go. There we go. Thank God. Actually, I think... Come on, we've made it all the way here already. I'll even check to make sure nobody else is inside. All the keys are in the lockers. Nobody's in the hot springs. Come with me. Okay. Don't worry, I'll change over here. I won't look or anything. You can head in first to wash. See you later. Wow. So nice. The water feels so smooth. That's because it got a lot of minerals in it that are good for your skin. What do you think? Pretty good, right? Pretty good, right? Yeah. Thanks for bringing me. I don't see what the big deal is. I don't understand why you didn't just come into the bath with Manami and me. You don't get it. What don't I get? Let's pretend for a moment you're in school lavatory. There's one for girls and one for boys. Which one do you go into? One for girls, of course. Of course. What if a student in a male uniform came into the washroom then? I guess I tell them they were in the wrong washroom. Of course. What if they said that they were in the right one? Probably have called a teacher. This isn't just pretend, is it? You're speaking from experience. People like you know exactly where you belong. But people like me don't belong anywhere. We can't just enter bathrooms or change rooms or hot springs. If I went into a men's bathroom like this and was seen, I'd be told I was in the wrong washroom. But society tells me I can't use the women's bathroom either. It's the same for the hot springs, so we have to watch out for ourselves, since nobody else will. Even though we just want to live like everyone else. It must have been really tough for you in high school. My school wouldn't allow boys to wear anything but the male uniform. But I didn't act like how they thought a boy should act. I got called a lot of names because of that. Yeah, high school students can be vicious. I was at an all-girls school, but things got pretty bad sometimes. Manami never said anything like that. Well, yeah, she's Manami. Nothing bad ever happens around her. But I was a bit of a delinquent. Wearing my uniform wrong, fighting with bullies, smoking in the toilets. You know, the usual. I don't know how usual stuff that is. I don't know how usual that is. But I've got over that rebellious phase now. But I know kids can be pretty awful. Girls bullying isn't as obvious as cuts and bruises, but it sticks with you. Were you bullied too? Wasn't that bad. I didn't fit in. Manami was pretty much my only friend in high school and we weren't even in the same class. My homeroom teacher said it was my fault for not trying to be nice, so I just stopped caring. Awesome. That's awful. Right, but that's just how things are in high school. The people who don't fit in will never fit in. So it's better to just stop caring and enjoy yourself. With people who don't mind that you're different. Yeah. Sorry for that incredibly depressing speech. No, I'm really happy you shared that with me. I don't know why, but I feel like somebody's lifted the weight off my shoulders. I'm glad I talked to you. Have you ever told Manami any of this? No. I could never tell her. She's done so much for me. It would just make her sad if she knew. I'm sure of this now. You like Manami, don't you? Yeah. You know that she's... You know, right? Yeah, I know. She talks about her boyfriend a lot. He sounds like a really nice guy. I mean, I don't think there's any problem with that, okay? I dated a girl before too. Really? Yeah, back when I was in high school I dated somebody at my part-time job. So you're bi? Bi? Did you like both men and women? Maybe. To be honest, I don't really know. I don't care much for labels. But it's cool you do you. Want to check out another bath? They've got a nice hot one in Cypress Woods. Cypress Wood. Sure. Yeah, fuck labels, man. That was great. Hot springs are the best at night when it's quiet. Yeah. Thank you for bringing me. Like I said, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna grab a drink. What do you want? Oh, it's okay. I'm fine. I'll just choose for you. Wait here for a bit. Erika's an interesting person, but nice. I guess I should wait here. Got you some herb tea. Tastes good, right? When you're done drinking there, let's head back to our room. I'm tired as hell, so I'll see you in the morning. Good night. I should get to sleep too. I think I have good dreams tonight. It's morning. Luko finally decided to wake up. What time do you think it is? Time for breakfast? Breakfast was over ages ago. It's almost time to check out. I need to change. Calm down. Manami is dealing with that, so you still have some time. I caused trouble for Manami again. Hey. Do you have like the world's lowest sense of self-worth or something? You caused trouble for Manami again? Are you kidding me? She just went to go check out. What part of that is trouble? She's your best friend, right? Would you think of helping her out as trouble? Of course not. Exactly, it's the same for Manami. You're really helpless, aren't you? Come on, hurry up and get dressed. Manami's waiting in the lobby. I just finished checking us out. Thanks, Manami. It's nothing. Oh no, so I just got a message from my boyfriend. He says he wants to treat all of us to lunch. He wants to meet you too. That's wonderful. I was going to take Haru on a tour around the town after this. Sorry. Really? You know, since Haru didn't get to go into the women's baths, I just felt bad for her, so I thought I'd take her out for a bit. Oh, is this really going to be an... that those two are gonna get together? I guess I have to play the old trilogy then to figure that out. Go meet your boyfriend. It's a birthday week and I'm sure he's got something planned for you. Haru, will you be okay? I'll be fine. Say hi to your boyfriend for us. Okay. Makes me happy to see you two getting along. Take good care of Haru. See ya. So we're taking our tour around town? Nah, I just figured that he wouldn't want to meet up with Manami's boyfriends. But if I didn't say anything, he would have just agreed, right? Probably. Hopeless. Anyway, I do actually want to take a look around town. Not sure where to go though. This is the attendant who told me that the baths are empty at night. Thank you very much. That was nothing. If you're planning to visit the town, may I suggest the hot spring in this flight? Another hot spring? They have lovely private baths that can be reserved by anyone. My older sister often goes there. Your older sister? Yeah, she also finds it hard to go into women's baths when there are many people about. Is your sister also? Yep. So I just wanted to say. I hope you have a wonderful time here at the hot springs. Forgive my intrusion. Oh, lovely. It was pretty cool. Guess we should take the ladies' advice. Want to check out the reserved baths? That would be nice. Let's go. They're very wholesome, very informational. Erica and 2, the world can be kind too. There are 7 endings. Actually, kinda wonder what they all are. I'm not gonna replay this game though to figure them all out myself, but I might actually look this up another time. I wonder what the worst, how sad the worst ending is. But even like 7 endings, all the in-between steps, what the fuck are they all going for? Jesus. Gallery. Manami end, 2 Manami ends, 2 Erica ends, the good end, normal end and bad end. That's kind of funny. There's a good end, a normal end, and a bad end, and I didn't get either of those. I got a special ending, I guess. And I honestly thought this was a pretty good end. I wonder what the fuck the actual good end is. But again, I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm probably gonna look that up on my own time later. But yeah, this was a cute, again, informative and very charming game. Really like, probably representing the trans experience quite well and giving a point of view of an ally, an unknowing ally, which probably helps a lot of the players to understand better. I am genuinely curious to play this full trilogy at some point. Although they might not necessarily all focus on the Haru character. So the trans theme might not be in all of those stories. Still, seems like, again, I'm not big on visual novels usually, but this seems like a pretty cute one that I might make an exception for. So that was pretty good. I get the good reception. I get why people are talking so positively about that one. But there was also a lot of talking. It was game number 8 of the How Long to Beat Itchmas. And game number 9. So I have 2 more games left. Is that right? Is that really correct? I guess so. 6, 7, 8, yeah. I hope I can get through those last remaining 2 games as well to have them all ticked off, checked off the list. Game number 9 in the Itchmas in July on the How Long to Beat forums 2025 is titled Individualism in the Dead Internet Age, an anti-big tech asset flip shovelware rant manifesto. Yeah, this is gonna be a completely different vibe. This is gonna be a strange one, I believe. A very intriguing oddity. Even the itch website is fucked up. A high-definition anti-capitalism next-genism with good lighting and optimized textures. This is an interactive essay meets walking sim about techno-capitalism and the things we lost along the way. I think this is gonna be incredibly interesting, but I'm gonna have a lot of reading to do again. My voice is already getting raspy. Follow coins under the electric mist of a clouded, starry sky. Discover hyperlinks. Listen to the words both inside and outside your head. Seal your fate before the productivity machine. Ugh. Together we can defeat the machine, I hope so. Features include pedantic views on tech feudalism with nice shader work and good reflection captures. Overly critical views on capitalism with lumen and nanite enabled. Fucking hell. Yeah, this is a Independent Games Festival finalist. That's dope. Made by Alien Melon. What else have they done? Do I know anything? Oh, Jesus. My god, they have fucked this website up. They have a strong visual style. Oh, everything is going to be okay. I have seen that recently. That is on my backlog, actually. Yeah, they are clearly doing a lot of weird shit. Cyberpad Graveyard as well. I've heard that before and wanted to play that, but didn't get to it. A very stinky mystery file. I very much fuck with this vibe and eclectic visual style. This is gonna be a very strange game. And I'm also gonna save whatever the fuck this is for later. But, alright. Individualism in the dead internet age. An anti-big tech asset flip shovelware rant manifesto. Another long-ass title. That is gonna be so small down there on my screen that nobody's gonna be able to read it, but whatever. Extremely curious about this launch. There we go. This is a dream setup, honestly. Having a toilet as a desk chair. Yeah, I love this clashing of crazy visuals.
Early software was individualistic.
Oh, thank God we have, I don't have to read aloud the text because it's already being said. Why is it, what? What is the, why is the filter starting in this corner? Odd.
The art of programming from the garage or bedroom and distributing your personal work via floppy disks was a common pastime.
Can I get that freeware? I can't. No. Invisible wall. Bummer. This is definitely gonna be one of those games where you can't be sure where the actual intended borders are. It might want you to try to break the game and jump out of perceived limits.
Magazines featured typing programs and were dedicated to sharing code that people could follow along with to build a game, using the code as a blueprint.
An actual archive.org. Oh, it actually puts you on the archive.org of that magazine. Okay.
When computers moved away from being something exclusive to large mainframes in basements of institutions and transformed into the personal computing era, this early focus on individualism, customization, and personal use are philosophies that set the groundwork for what we enjoy today.
Yeah. I am legitimately I feel so privileged to have experienced the early Web 2.0 times where it was peak freedom of expression before corporations took over. And of course now, as the title of this experience here says, we are in the dead internet times where most content online is just bots and corporate shit.
Even so, as threatened as that precarious creative independence in digital art always is, there's still echoes of that personal empowerment obvious in independent software development.
Yeah. The last bits of it. It's cool that we actually have... I guess this Wikipedia page is not... Oh no, here. There's the actual link that you can open. An open letter to hobbyists. This is such a cool presentation to actually have a point. This is not just vibes and visuals. This actually is trying to... I mean, it says it is an essay. It's actually trying to present a thesis, a thought, and a point, and educate yourself. An open letter to hobbyists is a 1976 open letter written by Bill Gates, in which Gates expresses dismay at the rampant software piracy taking place in the hobbyist community. Gates expressed frustration with most computer hobbyists who were using companies' Altair basic software without having paid for it. That's funny. Software piracy is, especially in hobbyist circles and independent creation circles, more and more accepted as corporations are becoming too greedy and limiting. Are these real books? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, okay, none of these have like... Some of these have like publisher author notes. But shit like how to paint with a pen or whatever, I don't know. Might be real. Chicago.edu. The notion that computers might empower individuals and so transform their social worlds did not simply grow up alongside shifts in computer technology, but it had to be linked to the machines themselves, from counterculture to cyberculture. By Fred Turner.
I like thinking back to these early days when things seemed so much more low stakes, simpler, and even welcoming.
Ain't that the truth?
You didn't need a lot to make something on a computer. No licenses, no heavy payment towards storefronts, no signing her out with a complicated and expensive process, no paying for certificates to sign with, no reoccurring creative cloud fees. You just needed your computer.
Yeah. Monetization is the bane of creativity, and that has engulfed the internet wholesale at this point.
Distribution was simple too. If you wanted to share what you made, you could post it online or share it on something small and physical. What you shared would run on someone's machine, without them having to jump through hoops to run it, because a modern system might flag your freeware as a security risk, because your program didn't come from an arbitrarily expensive storefront. When the internet gained popularity, games and software were distributed as downloads. That's where my early fascination with homebrew software grew from.
What is Two Cows? Can't we read that? Two Cows software library. Yeah, I can't read that. I guess I could just open the website and read that. I don't know what this is. The Two Cows software the fuck are these suggestions? Bikinis Illustrated? Scary movie. The Two Cows software library is the largest freeware and shareware library on the internet. It provides users with over 40,000 software titles that have been tested, read and reviewed by Two Cows Inc. This archive includes latest versions of Two Cows software as well as older versions are available. What? Is this just a collection of pirated software and files? Strange. I wonder what these are. First table of contents. Create, update, and customize a table of content. This is a tutorial for some software.
I would spend hours collecting silly, strange digital artifacts that programmers made and shared. I still have some of them. They still run. I'm never letting them go.
Aha! I knew you could get to this. There's a little dino. Let's get that fresh freeware, huh? Oh, I guess it's not actually an interactable thing. That's a bummer.
Some years ago I started creating a silly drawing and template tool called the Electric Zine Maker for quickly assembling zines in small self-published literature. The Electric Zine Maker was meant to be a very simple black and white drawing tool that would output to the popular 8-page folded zine format, just for me and my friends.
The whole zine scene is a mystery to me. That is such a huge thing.
I couldn't imagine that an art tool, one that's so silly, chaotic, loud, colorful, where you even need to fight against it to make art because it's so anti-productivity, would ever take off.
I feel like, okay, this is an interesting notion here. Anti-productivity, though, zine making, I feel like is very often used for actually spreading opinions, plenty of political ones as well. There's an activism aspect to a lot of zines out there.
It did.
Not just, and that seems productive. Okay, where am I now? I have a feeling I've...
The Electric Zine Maker grew into supporting many more bizarre and goofy tools, as well as a large variety of zine templates that you can output to.
Wow. That is is that an actual UI for a... Jesus. It's weird to see if this is actual software, which I think this is what it is supposed to be. Like, this is just footage of an actual software that existed. It's odd to see a creative software where the UI itself is so chaotic and artistic that it kind of overshadows the whatever you create with it. That is wild. My god.
I often think about the comments that it reminds people of KidPix. People compare it fondly to software from the 90s
Oh yeah,
or early
KidPix.
2000s.
Yeah, KidPix is... Yeah, that's a big thing.
Software that was much more individualistic, that even allowed itself to be silly, weird, unusual, instead of the corporate template of what software is that we have today. I think it's worth saying that even Microsoft...
You had KidPix, let's go. I didn't, unfortunately.
Such as the Creative Writer Suite, released by Microsoft Kids.
But I sometimes see people, like proper talented artists on Blue Sky or whatever, make really cool stuff with KidPix. Still, it's such a fun thing.
The Electric Zine Maker features a little potato assistant because it's part of my Potatoware suite of software. Potatoware is a creative tangent I fell into where each program I make features a potato and is a parody of popular software, but made to be useless.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Why is there such a horrible noise when I walk into the corner? Oh, that I hate that. That sucks. What the fuck? I don't know if that was intended.
There's the electric file monitor, which is a desktop virus scanner that will randomly accuse
Yeah,
innocent files on your computer of being viruses.
the other software.
Virus prison, where you can
Hold
manage
on.
your virus inmates and make a fictional currency from the prison complex that you are now running on your machine.
The other software was mentioning earlier that was from this creator, everything is going to be okay or whatever. That is on my backlog. That was also in the ICE bundle. Or rather the no ICE in California bundle. That's where I saw that a couple days ago. So I have seen stuff from this creator, but not this. Virus prison.
There is an electric love potato desktop assistant, which is just a giant potato that lives on your screen and randomly
Jesus
sings to you,
Christ.
as well as generating random potato recipes.
It's like the desktop stripper, but potato.
This tangent about potato were aside.
The electric sign maker set me on a journey of discovering an entire world of other software developers out there making equally as silly, weird, wild, or different individualistic tools. Present-day independent software is very creative. There's so much,
Plundercore.
but you hear very little about it. Larger tech companies and the general Silicon Valley tech bro mentality seem to suck the air out of the room.
I actually want to see what this Plundercore is. I'm familiar with Plunderphonics, which is music that's heavily sample based. So basically like collage work in audio version. Putting stuff together that you take from other stuff. What is Plundercore? Games made up of stolen pieces from recognizable works. To recontextualize those pieces into something new and beautiful. That rules. Yeah, the Bubsy 3D thing, where you Bubsy visits the James Turrell retrospective. Yeah, that is on my backlog. I figured that was something like that. Yeah. Which is not an official Bubsy thing, but just like stealing and recontextualizing Bubsy 3D for something else. Yeah, this sort of stuff is dope. Luigi Mario. This is a site with all these itch creations in the Plundercore style that I'm definitely gonna dig through on my own time later. I love shit like this. Donkey Kong.exe. Pause screen from Battletoads. Is that a game? A glitch game? Titled Pause Screen from Battletoads. That has a pretty good soundtrack in the game. I'm so gonna fucking do a deep dive on this shit. That is so much cool stuff.
It's unfortunate that this mainstream determines so much popular perception of what software.
Desktop pets.
Entire subcultures offering alternative views of what a program or a game is.
And desktop, I've never had a desktop pad. Can I have a Digimon as desktop pad? I keep, if they had like a freaky ass cockroach as a desktop pad, I would be into that. Again, Cyberpad Graveyard I'm aware of. I always wanted to see what the fuck that is, but I never did. My Dearest Devourer AR. I remember that. I didn't think there was a pet thing though. Post-apocalyptic pet simulator. Yeah, but I don't see any cool bugs. I wouldn't mind having a random cockroach crawl over my screen every now and then. The fucking Digimon. It's just gonna be a small little thing sitting on your fucking taskbar. I'd rather have the desktop stripper. Oh my god.
Software is
Kitpix.
personal. It can be a unique relic from a time long ago, like the programs we work so hard to preserve and maintain a memory of, or it can be a current work of personal idealistic expression that goes against the grain of what larger tech monopolies have established as standards.
Yeah.
My journey with the electric sign maker taught me that software is art just as much as games are art.
Yeah, true.
When people look back at things like KidPix, Kai's Power Goo, or any of these silly creative programs, it's more than just nostalgia.
Kai's Power
It's
Goo.
about a completely different paradigm to how software could have been.
Yeah, there's a lot of areas in media, and I think especially in technology and software, where we kind of like to call it nostalgia, but there is a yearning for something that just doesn't exist anymore. It's not just nostalgia. There's generally a space of a certain personal creation, an expression that just doesn't exist anymore, and that's why we yearn for like the millennial 2000s technology, because there was actually something to that doesn't exist anymore. Also had another thought. This whole experience reminds me a lot of Beginner's Guide, which was an amazing game that was basically an interactive essay about game development.
These old programs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dream, what if? Behind the bold individualism is the obvious question: who shapes our standards? Who tells our story and whose story is remembered as the standard?
This is such a good area. This screen here is such a good collection of different visuals. So cool. I don't even know where to go first, man. This is the source code for the original Microsoft 3D Movie Maker, released in 1995. 3D Movie Maker. What's going on behind that wall? Millennials like the past because we have no future. I don't know, I don't. I have divisive thoughts about that notion. History of a software pet. Nico is a cat that runs around on the screen chasing the mouse cursor that has led many lives through the history of computers. Never heard of this one. The Arrow Room. Hello, Rat.
An individual's exploration of personal expression in the digital realm is at the heart of computers. Creative independence is at its core. Without everyone, this place would be boring, yet I'm fascinated by how much the individual is distilled into just numbers, engagement, or a source of content creation output for centralized platforms.
Yeah.
In the present era, where tech monoliths are chasing the AI dream, despite outrage from their user bases, I think it's an interesting time to look at what individualism even means.
Yeah, probably right. This is such a cool environment. Fucking hell. What a cool way to do like an essay thing. What's happening over there? Jesus Christ. This is a Discord post. Help us shape our generative AI offerings for substance-free. No thanks. Oh, look at all those vomit faces and the poops. Oh, this is an Adobe thing? Is this like a screenshot from an Adobe Discord server? They are trying to add AI and they're getting backlash. CEO of Perplexity, the AI search engine company caught scraping web content even after its creator opted out, says opt-out framework isn't legally binding.
In today's internet, we are food for machines, digesting our thoughts, art, and behavior to spit back versions of ourselves as content. used in training models or for advertisers. Participation on social media becomes a type of free content creation that is monetized by the platform holder.
Hearing your thoughts on this stuff is pretty fun. It's amazing how different terms provide completely different contexts, yeah, I guess so. Who the fuck is Nicholas Weikert? Is this is this okay, somebody confirmed this AI online in 4K.
I remember early discussions where people argued that they should receive royalties from social media for creating content for them. Most social media platforms reserve the right to let. In the end, we are lost in the indefinite churn of the content machine. Today's internet is an abstract concept, controlled by large platforms, where it's not clear if and how individualism even has a place.
Tukaus is a file repository before the cloud or something. Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar. And then it's a simple homemade magazine. Yeah, I know. It doesn't have to be a political activist, but most, or like a lot that I see, are that. Zines are very, very popular at activist events to give out. I'm not saying all of them are, but definitely a big. They are very often used for that as well.
Even GeoCities and MySpace let their users customize their pages. Today's social media does not offer this. I think it's a fascinating transition from people first to the brand of the owning entity being first.
Yeah, exactly. And punk DIY media is always gonna be connected to activism. There is never gonna be not an overlap.
Early websites were just as individualistic as early software. There was a novelty to picking your very own domain name and hosting whatever you wanted on it. People had websites for their pets, joke websites, special interest websites. Websites became a form of artistic expression. It was also new and liberating. You could find your voice and exist on your own terms. You needed no one to do that. Just your own technical resolve.
It has always fascinated me how the whole, like, personal websites used to be the fucking hypest shit ever in the 2000s or whatever, maybe even 90s. And they are completely irrelevant now. Most people use the same 50 websites all their life, and that's it.
Each website was a unique portal into someone's world. It was common. Places like GeoCities consolidated a lot of that into one place because they made the technical hurdle easier, but, in a way, as much as we like to sing praise to GeoCities, that consolidation is also a continued core problem when it comes to trusting larger entities that become a portal to some aspect of our online existence. A budding online startup will convince us to join their platform, create a dependency on them, and either get bought by a larger company and eventually shut down, or exploit their user base.
Fuck yeah. Does anybody actually pay for Adobe subscription? That's crazy to me. I can't imagine like an individual person actually doing that. I feel like it's probably just corporations that do that. At least that's how it feels to me at this point.
Exploitation seems inevitable under the shadow of profit growth over all else. Recent scandals surrounding Adobe's use of AI and controversial changes to their terms of service are good examples.
This I feel as well. I don't want to save to OneDrive. I want to save to documents folder on my computer. I feel that very much, as that has bothered me before. I am certain a lot of working designers are using pirated Adobe software. And I'm certain a lot of working designers that are using paid software probably have it paid because it is part of their corporation that has a bulk subscription. I think the number of individual designers that actively opt to pay for the software is probably shrinking more and more. This is just speculation, of course, but that is what I believe.
Pieces of internet history have been lost because of some decision arbitrarily made by people in the boardroom, or changes to terms of service. This is the same for any technology. Flash, for example. Digital art is a snake eating its own tail. When personal power is handed to a larger entity for the sake of convenience, we've time and time again lost historic parts of internet spaces, work, art, communities when that larger entity either shuts down, sells, or betrays the community relying on it.
Flashpoint Archive. Shout out to the Flashpoint Archive. That shit fucking rules. Oh hell yeah, we got another rat.
What we lost is dismembered and reconstituted for the next rendition of Tech Capital.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of freelance artists I have bet or followed have been very open about not paying Adobe because they suck, but using the software legally.
I remember when businesses were just starting to take the internet serious. Then the dot-com bubble burst, but that didn't stop this shift. I distinctly remember the feeling that business was taking over the internet, molding it to its own capitalist vision, use cases, preferences, changing how everyone else used it. It seems like it never stopped. Today's internet is an abstract concept for monopolies to exploit. The current AI gold rush is a perfect manifestation of mass consumerism.
Yeah, Adobe is the standard, of course. Still, the controversies are piling up. People are looking for more and more alternatives.
In this internet, nothing matters anymore. No reality.
Made us.
No accuracy of information. Not really art, but something else. It's all food to digest and regurgitate back to an abstract concept of consumers. It is the crowning jewel of what tech-pro-capitalism is all about. Mass consumerism has consumed all meaning here.
Yeah, we are at the final nihilistic opinion, pretty much. The dead internet theory as well.
In many ways, AI critics still maintain a level of culpability because most criticism of AI does not criticize the consumerist system that this technology finds itself in. If it would not be AI, it would be something else, because in this sense, technology has no more relevance beyond increasing profit to shareholders.
Yeah.
The groundwork has long been laid where we exist online, according to the terms of another entity that is allowing us to exist on their platform. We create content and value for them, which the entity has a right to exploit. We've been reduced to scrapable information a long time ago.
Yeah, we all just content creators, whether we like it or not, Abby. We are all just here to create content for the machines.
Bonzi was once criticized for being malware. Today, versions of Microsoft Windows far eclipsed what malware of yesterday was. Consider controversies surrounding Microsoft recall, an AI feature that screenshots everything. Are we frogs in the hot boiling water of this new digital age?
Oh my god, yeah, that's a good metaphor. Recall is what the Stasi were dreaming of. Very true, honestly, very true. Not even a lie. Apple brutally roast Microsoft's Recall AI feature.
Like GeoCities or MySpace, fondly remembered, not for their own controversies, most of these places built their platform on offering convenient access to a level of personal expression and community that is naturally part of the internet and computers. People don't need them to have a website or stay connected to friends, but we've ended up with a dependency on these centralized spaces nonetheless.
Jesus.
I grew up learning how to host and maintain my own websites. It's by no means a difficult thing to do. I always thought it's a basic life skill you need to know in order to maintain your creative independence. Many after my generation of nerds have no idea that this is a thing you can do or where to even start. Contrast this to the nerds before my time that had their legendary beginning inventing software or building beautiful computers in garages, like the humble beginnings of Apple. This current new generation no longer has access to this type of entry level. The current generation needs trust fund money, seed money, angel investors, just to cover the basic costs of building and distributing software the proper established way. The bar is raised unreasonably high to have that type of old-school independence. The irony is that the bar for entry was raised by the very people who benefited from it being so low.
Of course, man. Once you got a success, you gotta secure it for yourself, man.
I often bemoan how hard it is to sign your own independently built and distributed software without it being flagged as a virus. There's reoccurring fees that often eclipse what I can financially afford. Is fun experimental freeware becoming a thing of the past?
I want to believe it will never die, but who knows. As long as we still got shit like Linux and other open source OS, we will have custom software, come on, right?
Developers interested in distributing their art are expected to have their work funneled through very difficult to exist on digital storefronts that require annual fees. Apple's App Store is the best example.
Yeah, fuck the Apple App Store.
After which developers must navigate the heavy-handed control of these monopolies that dictate what type of work is or isn't allowed on these storefronts. Guidelines often exclude experimental work. It is hard to go against that grain.
Honestly, this is why I'm still glad Steam, for example, is letting any fucking bullshit game on their platform. Because, of course, while that is fostering a lot of trash, it is also just giving the freedom, still a relative freedom for creatives to put their shit out there. And even more so, itch.io still exists, which has barely any limiting factor, thank God. It's a privilege to have these things still these days.
So, in light of all this, I often wonder, when convenience becomes a hook for consolidation, who really benefits?
Yeah.
Loss of tech literacy is a scary reality to consider, especially when you grew up making your own websites, software, games, digital art, and you see younger people not know what a file system is because they grew up with walled gardens, apps, and the cloud.
Okay, hold on. There's a screenshot of an actual thing, one of the links in this game, and we have messages that these links in the game made this game not acceptable on Steam. Okay, this is a Steam message. Guy tried to put this software on Steam, and it wasn't allowed because of the itch.io links. It's kind of interesting to have that in here. Also, a Portal game logo on one of the computer screens is a problem. Other various images, like Mario, Pokemon, Donkey Kong. Yeah, I guess that is not surprising. and screenshot Discord messages and tweets. The big ass room.
Who benefits from that ignorance, and how do we push back against that? How do we maintain tech literacy so that the next generation remembers that creating software is for them too? How do we make sure creating on computers stays accessible to everyone? Will it? We are more than just consumers. We are participants too. Early software was individualistic.
That's it. Yeah, that was literally a beginner's guide for the lost individualism in software and how hard it is to get into custom software creating, I guess. That was actually fascinating. What a like fantastic way to get those thoughts across in an interactive way. Oh yeah, I need to save the Plundercore website for later. Yeah, that was really cool. That had a dope ass visual aesthetic and also an actually interesting point. It was really dope. I can see why it was a finalist at this games festival. It wasn't just empty aesthetic, as you could say a lot of indie games are here. Everything is going to be okay. That was in the No ICE in California bundle. I want to check that out at some point. I think I'm just gonna follow this creator. I think they are gonna have a lot of interesting stuff to look into. It was dope. Probably one of the highlights in my book for this Itchmas event. It was really cool. And now, one last final game. And then I have finally played all of the Itchmas in July games. We got the Dark Queen of Mortholme. There's gonna be a really harsh fucking vibe clash with the previous games, man. Going from One Night Hot Springs to the Dead Internet Essay thing, and now playing whatever this is, which is probably gonna be a proper game for once. Seems like a 2D platformer of some kind. And it is on Steam. I guess this is gonna be a full-fledged game, and what we have here on Itch is a 20-minute anti-game about an unconventional relationship and the capacity for change. How do you define anti-game? What? But I guess it's gonna be essentially working as a demo of whatever this full game is gonna be. You are the final boss, unrivaled in power. A short-form indie game about an unusual bond. You play as the final boss of a game. That is such an interesting concept. How is it gonna work in this? I could see this work as a 20-minute minigame. How is it gonna work in a full-fledged Steam version, though, later on? Anyway, let's... Oh, before I launch the game. I don't use uBlock because I'm using this browser that has strong enough built-in stuff. I don't need an extra one that does it a second time. Oh, wait, you mean because of the... I'm letting How Long to Beat show ads on purpose because I like this website and want them to get money. I have it deactivated on this page. I have this page whitelisted actively. That's why there's ads on this. It's one of the, maybe the only page that I allow that I allow ads on. Anti-game. A game which cannot be played in the convention sense. Yeah, that is a very, very broad way to put it. And that, yeah, I figured that much. That is not really giving me any new information. The question is, what is an anti-game for this developer? Because in itself, I don't think it's much of a specific term. Where is it? Where's that thing? I must have scrolled past it a million times already. Here we go. The Dark Queen of Mortholme. Alright, the final game of Itchmas. And I'm finally free. Again, we got good pixel art, clearly. My queen, an intruder, has breached the castle. It's headed for you, your indomitable majesty. The royal guard are slaughtered. That creature is relentless. I will deal with it myself. Forgive us, O Empress everlasting. Your reign of terror ends today. My reign is eternal. A weakling like you cannot dream to overthrow me. And yet that's what I'm here to do. You are here to be crushed under my heel. Press the arrow keys to move. Finally, I am the Dark Soul boss. It would be very funny if this was it. But that's not 20 minutes. So I'm assuming there's gonna be more heroes or something. Yeah. Your reign of terror ends today. Not a challenger in a single night, flattering. Did you think I wouldn't try again? Those burnt to ash usually do not, no. No matter, your second chance will end the same. We shall see. We shall read the truth from your shattered bones. I guess this fucking hero character is just gonna respawn indefinitely, and that's why it's an anti-game. You cannot actually win. Because there's always gonna be a respawned hero coming up. I think that might actually be it. And I guess that is the unusual relationship that the description was talking about. It was a cowardly footwork. I saw what you were about to do. It was silly of me to stay still the first time. Pure chance. Try dodging one of these. Oh, we got... Awesome. Fuck. It is an interesting setting for a conversation between characters. Oh yeah, I have to remove the corpse. Alright, not a pushover. Lost faith with your entrance line, did you? Might as well skip it. This could take a while after all. Oh, I can grind you to pace swiftly enough. One lucky sidestep does not change that. Not just the one, no. What is this third move? Oh, he jumps now. Dude. Dumbass. So it's indeed possible to avoid that attack. I just have to look out for the follow-up. Why bother? Your own does nothing. I'm not here to be tested. I'm the ruling queen of this world. You may have been. You have been so far. Gutsy words from one whose guts decorate my floor. You should respect your betters. Oh, I have plenty of respect for you and your might. I wouldn't be here otherwise. Alright. Only took one heart. Yeah, it's literally just the constantly respawning hero character, slowly learning how to deal with your moves. Legitimately a reverse video game, yeah. And you are gonna be on the losing side of it eventually, unfortunately. I can do this. How come you kept going after my first strike? What can I say? You've taught me how to take a hit or two. If you are this determined to stick around, I will gladly teach you how to stay down. That I am afraid might be a skill beyond me. As you wish, your suffering shall be twofold. What if the player what if a player quits playing? Yeah, I could only be so lucky. Doesn't even die after one hit anymore. There we go. What do you think of the short bow? I picked it up from a chest in the gatehouse. The gatehouse? What are you talking about? The one in the southern keep? You don't know what's in your own castle? If it is beneath my throne, it is beneath me. My underlings take care of trivialities. I never leave this tower? Why would I? You know, that's a bit of a sad question. No, it is you who is sad. You claim to be free to go anywhere in the world, yet this is where you return. To death and failure. Oh fuck, I timed that badly. There it is, working out. Let's go another round, another chance at new tactics. This is getting annoying. This persistent skittering of yours. Is that a crack in your stoic front? Wishful thinking. Keep in mind it is you whose blood covers my floor. I won't judge you for your frustration if you don't judge me for my excessive bleeding. I'm not frustrated, merely bored of repeating the same fight over and over. I suppose you might find this dull. While I keep improving, you seem stuck doing mostly the same thing. What audacity to angle for my envy. I do not need to improve to squash a cockroach like you. You will be the first to tire out. Yeah, I doubt that, homie. I doubt that. Come on, turn around. This character is a bit slow. Sometimes. Dude. The range on this fucking club is very annoying. That is. Good spy, I really need to memorize the timing of that spell circle. I could dodge your attacks if it was fun for me. I could dodge your attacks if you pose me any threat. With ease, sure. But what would be the point? I am the Dark Queen of Mortholme, the butcher of 1,000 usurpers, impervious and undefeated. For now. Mouth off all you like. I know the truth of you. A fool who died to my first strike. No matter how many times you return, you cannot threaten me. The truth of me is that I'll be better every time. Better than the most powerful being in this world. You have the wildest imagination. It helps me keep going. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Fucking hell. Yeah, I cannot hit this guy. Dude, there we go. Fucking hell. Oh, is this it? How quiet. A new sword. Sorry about the wait. I knew you would show up. Always. Entire armies have done less to disturb the silence of my domain. You didn't miss me then? Of course not. All I miss is my throne. You must get back to your busy life of solemn sitting. I shall try my best to finish aggravating you in a timely manner. Fucking hell, man. Oh, how did that not damage him? Come on. I hit him. This fucking character, man. Pisses me off. There we go. Dumbass. How many times do I have to kill this guy? This thing's pretty sweet, don't you think? A blessed sword. I take it. How did you get a hold of such a thing? We're sitting in a waterfall, guarded by a colossus revenant. A real hassle that was. Of course you would find that irresistible. Honestly, it was thanks to the practice I've had with you that I managed to finally claim it. How very kind of you to credit me while off on your whimsical little adventure. Why don't you do the same? Go see what's out there. What you might gain. You ask a lot of questions. Surely you're curious enough to do so? A ludicrous suggestion. How could I? Where could I possibly go? This is my realm. One can climb no higher. You really cannot leave? You're stuck in this room forever? I rule here forever, as the Empress Everlasting. As a thing that cannot move on. If you were to fall, would that be the end of it? You couldn't return, not as an undying queen. I would refuse to fall. My might ensures my victory. It has since the very beginning. If might is all we are measuring, it is all that matters in this world, my world. That's what you must prove. It's coincidentally an interesting analogy of like growing continually in real life instead of being stuck on your past successes or whatever. Dude, this guy is popping off now. Oh, there we go. And again, this game was rigged from the start. You only need to win once while I must beat you every time. Funny you say that. Early on I've too thought it rigged, but in your favor, eternal reign and all. Yet you kept playing. Your victory was inevitable, but so is mine. I do like the game mechanic meta talk. You think he might have me here. I'm not doing well. You got half my life. There we go. Jesus Christ. Still not quite there. People do not change as much as you think. All have limits beyond which they cannot grow, even you. Does that thought make you feel safer? It should scare you. If I am right, you are trapping yourself to die at my hands forever. You're trying to talk me into quitting, aren't you? Perhaps it would be a mercy. To be relieved of the burden of trying? Thanks, but no. Man, it must be incredibly frustrating to be a Dark Souls boss. with such shit reach that the character can just stand between your toes and not be hit. I mean, can I just leave, maybe? No. Just a moment. I need to catch my breath. The thought of quitting has occurred to me. I keep thinking I've got you figured out. I'd hope this new sword might do the trick. Yet you stand strong, loop after loop. It's an uphill battle the whole time. Then why return? Why do you think? Because you like it here. Your soul is drawn to something only I can provide. True, it's been fun, this dance of yours. You truly are as unforgiving as they say. And you as relentless as was claimed. Quite the pair, the immovable object and the unstoppable force. At such a meeting, I fear the force is destined to tear itself apart. I figured the object would crack open. We shall put it to the test, you and I. I guess we keep going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This might be it. Yeah, this might be it. That's enough. I will not let you undo what I am. You wish to see my true face, immutable, untouchable. Wow, we got a second face. Die. Well, that was easy. That was brutal. Would have been better for you to stay away. To not see any of this. Yours is a heart that believes in change. You think that if you try hard enough, you can challenge natural order itself. Wrong. The only reward for pushing your limits is further failure. What you saw when pushing mine was the cruel face of my truth. Unchanging, unjust, unkillable. Your valiant fight brings you only meaningless suffering. Against the might of the status quo, your efforts do not matter. This is the full extent of my power. This is where your quest ends. Soon, I think, the end will come soon. You've shown me the true extent of your power, thank you. I'm honored to be deemed a worthy opponent. Was that your goal all along, to see me at my worst, you unrelenting masochist? I'll take the two as a compliment. No, turn around, man. Fuck. This is awful, man. He just reacts to everything I press automatically, so I don't really know how I'm supposed to attack them at this point. You already saw what happens when you push me too far. There's no hope for you. There's always hope, as long as I keep trying. That's what I've learned out there in the world, in here with you. Stop talking down to me. Die. It's a fact. You're the one with no hope. You think you don't need it? Think again. No, I am. Undying. Gosh. Interesting. Well, that warrants another oof. What a fearsome form you had up your sleeve. How come you kept it hidden till now? It is suffocating. It is unsuitable for an audience. The clumsy thing you started as would never have stayed in such suffocating darkness. You wish for me to stay? You are a curious little creature, that's why I keep saying. Utterly unlike me, it has made me realize the mistake I made letting you in. What good does it do me to watch you? My world will not change and you are back where you started, an utter failure. You're right. All that effort and I'm back at the beginning, but do you remember what happens next? Come, feed me with failure. Show me your moves. One by one I'll figure them out. Yeah. I wonder if you can even kill him at this point. Because he just moves out of the way as soon as you press a button. So the swipes go right, left, down. Got it. Doesn't even matter what I say. Every conversation leads us back to our duel. Your words have made it clear you mean you stand against me. Are you willing to step down? Then convince me of your change of heart. These words are all my heart has to offer, there's nothing else. You are the only one here given the opportunity to change. Oh shit, I actually hit him. What the hell? Okay. That must have been scripted. Suddenly he doesn't evade every attack anymore? What the hell? That's my bad. There's yet fighting me. Watch yourself. I got too cocky, won't happen again. Cannot know that. Perhaps fate is on my side after all. And I felt out too. Spoken like a true champion of fools and mortals, thank you. So I guess I was actually supposed to be the character losing his mojo. Yeah, okay. You got it all figured out now. Oh! Didn't expect him to die, to be honest. Guess we're still doing this. May I ask you something? You have earned one question. An honest answer? Perhaps. What is it you fear? You insolent. Our time grows short. What do you fear? Losing who I am. A queen dethroned is a queen no longer, but a queen is all I have ever been. Is there nothing else for you to hold on to? What else could I possibly hold but this scepter? Sorry, for what it's worth. Now you must grant me a question in return. What am I to you? A mere challenge, a plaything? Not a mere challenge, the ultimate one. The darkness I must breathe. My immovable object, doomed to never budge. Always here for me to return to. Whatever you see your role as, you've pursued it as I have mine. For that I think of us as equals. Understood. This must be the end of it. Okay. Huh. Keep going. There's no more point in playing pretend. I'm going to die. We all do sooner or later, no shame in that. You must be pleased. I'm curious. It's now you who stands in the face of the inevitable. What will you do? Give it my all. You shall not see me go down without a fight, but with my head held high. Only the strongest version of you may have the privilege of defeating me. You truly never change. Would you show me how to do it? How to rise from the ashes? You've seen me, I don't know what else to tell you. Come at me then. Burn for me one more time. One more time. Nope, that was no. Not it. This must be truly it. Come on. Yeah, there we go. It's finally over. Your reign of terror ends today. Yes. I can feel a new sensation in my heart. It's failing. From defeat comes change, yeah? Now that my reign ends, what binds me shall be gone. You may have changed already. Those aren't words you would have said before. Rest easy now. You can let go. Yeah, pretty cool narrative and really, really nice art. In that sense, cool product, cool creation. I genuinely wonder though what the full-on Steam release is gonna be, if that's gonna be a paid release or just a polished version of the same thing for free. Multiple endings, okay. It is more so a visual novel than anything else. The fights are really just for the narrative. Painstakingly designed for impeccable game feel. Unlocks team achievements. No thanks. Designed to be beaten in a single emotional setting. Yeah, I liked the narrative. I liked the presentation. As a game, it's fine. But the story it tells is pretty cool, actually. So yeah, pretty good. That was all. That was the final Itchmas in July game. I have played them all. Oops, that's not where I want to go. That's where I want to go. Honestly, not a bad collection of games. I don't think there was any game here that I disliked. Some of as always, there were ideas that were cool, like Sword Tales, but since they were quickly made game jam games, they don't have a proper ending or fleshed out system, so they are more a cool concept than a proper game. And stuff like, you know, packing up the rest of your stuff, which is decent, it's okay, but it's not like exciting or gonna stick with me or anything. But there was nothing here this year, this Itchmas in July, that I just didn't care for at all. Individualism in the Dead Internet Age was generally maybe gonna be the one that I'm gonna remember the most. That was a really, really cool project. Why do I keep getting onto the forums like that? And The Fall of Lazarus was quite a surprise with its actual full-fledged 3.5-hour campaign. That I did not expect at all. You don't see those much for free on Itch. Yeah, and both SPÅRVAGN and Sewer Tales. I genuinely would love to have a full campaign stuff thing that I would happily pay money for. A bunch of the creators as well, I am gonna, go through their previous game backlog and play some other stuff probably. Here I want to actually buy the trilogy at some point. And I have the whole Plunder Core list that I need to go through at some point. Look at Super Mario Clouds. And of course, Splendid Land has still plenty of stuff to look out for. But yeah, I'm gonna be done. This was 3.5 hours of indie games playing, and a lot of them had text, and my voice is getting very raspy, and I just need to sit in silence for a bit. So I'm gonna be done for now. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, and see you around. Goodbye.